It's Tim Albright with AVNation with an AVNation special, taking a look at the road to InfoComm 2023, the 14th through the 16th of June in beautiful Orlando, Florida. With me to talk about Jetbuilt and his booth is Mr. Paul Dexter from Jetbuilt. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much for having me. As always, it's a pleasure.
Absolutely. You are coming off of a pretty strong ISE, Integrated Systems Europe, happened in February in Barcelona. This time around, we are both in Orlando. 4009, Paul, is where we will find the Jetbuilt booth. But what will we find in the booth?
You will find us there. We will have our team there showing off just everything that is Jetbuilt, all aspects of Jetbuilt. But if someone's interested in what's new with Jetbuilt, 2023 is really our year for bridging the silos. That's our big, what we've got on the display. Bridging the silos really refers to the end users, the consultants, the integrators, the manufacturers, distributors, everybody who plays in a project. We are bridging those silos. They all work in silos. They all work in isolation. And good things happen for projects when integrators, for example, call up a manufacturer and say, yeah, we're trying to do this. The manufacturer says, you know what? I've got something just for you. It's getting ready to come out. You might want to consider this. So that collaboration is really a good thing. And it happens offline. But Jetbuilt is really this year all about bridging those silos so that communication can be very easy and the manufacturers can chime in on a project and the end user can ask directly of a manufacturer or the integrator and so forth. So bridging the silos is our big story for the whole year. But at InfoComm particularly, we're launching a tool where end users and consultants can send out requests for quotes within the platform. So they can. Yeah. So if they're, if it's a university and they are commonly send quotes to, X integrator, Y integrator, and Z integrator, they can now just do it with a push of a button. Those integrators receive the RFP, the whole bid package where they can see the requirements and the certifications needed and the this and the that. And then they can see all the either the items, if it's been designed by maybe a consultant, or they can just see the desires for the system. It needs to achieve this. It needs to achieve that. You decide what you're going to use, but this is what we need to do. Yeah. That can all be done in the platform. Then, of course, the integrators can see the building plans and they can have the request for information all happens within the platform very easily, where an end user or consultant can respond to all bidders, as it were, or just the one, if that's the case. So, and then we help them analyze, the bids and how close they are to the design and so forth. So real exciting stuff. And it's a continuation of this bridging the silos.
So you guys unveiled a new part of this bridging the silos in ISE. You're obviously unveiling another part at InfoComm. When you get done with this process, and this is a several show, you guys are obviously your software developers of what Jetbuilt does. At the end of this, what does that look like for you? What does the ultimate bridging of the silos look like for you?
I just have this strong feeling that our industry, unlike so many others, if you get into auto manufacturing or auto maintenance or healthcare or so many other industries, there is infrastructure in place that allows for these things. Things talk to each other. You can get common data. Yep. If you're an auto mechanic, you can get common data on a part you need for a car and all the sources for that part. And things are a little more standardized, and there's just good communication. And I think in our industry, I'm not saying every industry has that. I'm certainly not saying healthcare is all figured out. No. But I am saying that there's infrastructure in place that our industry just has none. And I think it's because it's so small. I mean, we love it and it's not tiny. It's just, it's limited to the degree that it's been tough till now building such infrastructure. AVIQ's been building database and structure for a long time. Avixa, InfoComm's been doing a lot for a long time. CEDIA and the residential side, but really no infrastructure in place. And so we're not saying Jetbuilt needs to be the hub of all things AV, not by a long shot, but we feel that for those that want to use it, providing tools for communication and collaboration on projects. I have this thing I've been saying, that we all say we're in this for the project, right? Meaning, what are we all doing? We're all chasing that project, right? It's a stadium that needs a new video system, or it's a hospital that needs conference systems, or it's, a hotel that needs, digital signage and distributed audio systems. We're in this. Those systems are the end result, and those end users are the ones paying all the bills. By the way, right? If a speaker's sold and an integrator is being busy, and a consultant and a manufacturer distributor, it's all because an end user is writing a check.
Yeah.
And so our goal is to serve that end user, and our goal is to serve those systems, to make those systems better. So that you open up a can of worms if you ask me a question like that, because I just feel like we're not doing a good enough job to make the system better. I think what happens is everybody has a lot of bias, and they want to sell what they do,
Yep.
and an integrator wants to tweak a system to be what it normally does, and I've had a lot of, I'm not saying every integrator is that way, or every manufacturer is that way, but I've met a few that I'll literally sit there and like, it'll be a subcontractor doing something on a project, maybe rigging for speakers, and I'll hear the client or say, yeah, we want to be able to do this and build a custom bracket so it can do that, and I literally see on the guy's face, and what comes out of his mouth is, yeah, we've got some stock brackets. I could just put it over there. It'd be a foot to the right, but it would be fine. And I'm going, yeah, but the system would be better if it's where the consultant wanted it, and if the end user wants it. So why do you do what you want to do? We should be serving the system. So that's really our heart, and that's what we're trying to do here is streamline for the sake of the system.
All right. 4009 is where we will find you the 14th through the 16th of June, Paul, at InfoComm 2023. But if someone is not going and they want to learn more about bridging the silos and more about Jetbuilt, how do they do that?
Yes, they go to jetbuilt.com, jetbuilt.com. And right on there, they'll see their silo. They can hover over that, and it'll show them exactly what they can do. So jetbuilt.com. If you don't make it to Orlando, but you should go.
Absolutely. Again, Jetbuilt, Paul Dexter, we'll see him at 4009, the 14th through the 16th of InfoComm. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv. Follow along as we also head to Orlando for InfoComm 2023. All that and more at avnation.tv. It's avnation.tv.